Let me show you something that will completely change the way you think about money. If you saved just $200 a month starting today, here is what would happen. In 10 years, you would not have $24,000. You would have over $36,000. And in 30 years, you would have over $243,000. All of that from just $200 a month. No lottery, no get-rich-quick scheme, no crypto gamble, no inheritance. Just $200 a month, saved consistently, doing exactly what money does when you understand the rules. Most people never build wealth, and it is not because they do not earn enough. It is because nobody ever showed them this system. Today, I am going to show you everything. Let me start with a statistic that should make you angry. According to the Federal Reserve's 2025 report, 57% of Americans cannot cover an unexpected $1,000 expense. In the UK, the Money and Pension Service reports that 1 in 3 adults have less than £1,000 in savings. These are not lazy people. These are not unintelligent people. These are people who were never taught one fundamental truth about money. Wealth is not built by earning more. It is built by keeping more, consistently. That word, consistently, is the key to everything. It does not mean saving $2,000 one month and zero the next. It does not mean saving only when you feel like it. It means the same amount every single month, without exception. And here is why that one specific behavior is so powerful. It triggers something mathematical that most people never experience in their entire lifetime. The engine that turns small monthly savings into real wealth is called compound growth. Once you see how it actually works with real numbers, you will never think about money the same way again. Let me keep this simple. You make a monthly payment, that is your monthly savings. You earn a small return on it each period. That return then earns its own return. And over time, that snowball gets bigger and bigger. Let me walk through a real example using $300 a month. You save $300 every month. It goes into a high-yield savings account or an index fund averaging a 7% annual return, which is the historical average of the US stock market. After 10 years, you would have about $52,000. After 20 years, about $196,000. And after 30 years, about $566,000. Now here is the part that matters. Over those 30 years, you personally contributed $108,000. So where did the other $458,000 come from? It came from compound growth. It came from doing nothing extra. That is literally money making money while you slept. This is why Warren Buffett has said the most powerful force in personal finance is not intelligence. It is time in the market, started early and continued consistently. So remember this, $300 a month over 30 years can grow to $566,000, even though you only put in $108,000. Now let me show you the journey. Because building wealth through monthly savings happens in 3 very distinct stages. Knowing which stage you are in changes everything. The first stage is the foundation stage, from month 1 to about month 18. This is the hardest stage. The numbers feel small. You are saving $200 or $300 a month and thinking this is going to take forever. This is exactly where about 90% of people quit. Do not quit. On the surface, nothing visible is happening. But underground, the foundation is being laid. The second stage is the momentum stage, from around year 2 to year 7. Now you start to see something interesting. The interest you earn each month begins to approach and then match what you are putting in yourself. It starts to feel real. This is where your motivation surges. The third stage is the acceleration stage, from year 8 onward. This is where compound growth goes vertical. Your money is now earning more per month than many people earn at their jobs. The snowball is huge, and it is rolling downhill fast. You did not get here by being lucky. You got here by not stopping during stage 1. Okay, so you are committed to saving every month. Now, where does the money actually go? This single decision can mean the difference between $100,000 and $500,000 over 20 years. I am not exaggerating. Let me walk through your main options for 2026. The first option is a high-yield savings account, often called a HYSA. This is best for your emergency fund and short-term savings under 3 years. In 2026, top HYSAs in the US are offering 4.5% to 5% APY. Strong options include Marcus by Goldman Sachs, Ally Bank, SoFi, and Discover. In the UK, look at Marcus UK, CHIP, and Trading 212 Cash HYSA, offering roughly 4% to 5% AER. That can beat a regular bank savings account by 10 to 20 times. If your money is sitting in a standard account earning 0.01%, you are losing money to inflation every single month. The second option is index funds and ETFs. These are best for long-term wealth building, 5 years or more. Their historical average return is 7% to 10% annually. In the US, common choices include the Vanguard S&P 500 Fund and the Fidelity Zero Fund. In the UK, options include the Vanguard FTSE All-World ETF and the iShares Core S&P 500 ETF. With these, you do not pick individual stocks. You buy the whole market. This is how most millionaires actually built their wealth. Not stock picking, not crypto, just boring, consistent index funds. The third option is tax-advantaged retirement accounts. In the US, that means a 401k, especially if your employer matches your contributions. That match is a 50% to 100% instant return on your money, so take it. In the US, there is also the Roth IRA, with a $7,000 contribution limit in 2026 and tax-free growth. In the UK, you have the HYSA, with a £20,000 annual allowance and tax-free growth, and the UK workplace pension, where employer contributions are essentially free money. So here is the priority order. First, build your emergency fund, 3 to 6 months of expenses in a HYSA. Second, always capture your employer match in a 401k or workplace pension. Third, pay off high-interest debt, like credit cards above 15% APR. Fourth, max out your Roth IRA or HYSA. And fifth, invest in index funds through a brokerage account. Now let me show you what monthly savings looks like at different income levels, using real 2026 numbers. Because I know some of you are thinking, this sounds great for people earning $80,000, but I make $35,000. Does this still work for me? Yes, and here is the proof. In the first scenario, imagine a minimum wage earner making $30,000 a year. They save $150 a month, which is about 6% of their income, into an index fund averaging 7%. After 30 years, they would have about $181,000. They put in $54,000, and compound growth added $127,000. In the second scenario, take an average earner making $55,000 a year. They save $400 a month. After 30 years, they would have about $483,000. They put in $144,000, and compound growth added $339,000. In the third scenario, an above-average earner making $85,000 saves $800 a month. After 30 years, they would have about $966,000, just under $1 million. They put in $288,000, and compound growth added $678,000. The factor that matters most is not the income. It is the consistency. $150 a month, never missed. Beats $1,000 a month saved only sometimes. Every single time. Now, let me warn you about the things that can quietly destroy everything you are building. The biggest one is lifestyle inflation. You get a raise, but you keep saving the same amount and spend the rest. A new car, a bigger apartment, more subscriptions. Here is the fix. Every time your income goes up, increase your savings rate first. Even saving just 1% more of your income makes a real difference over time. So here is what I want you to take away. You do not need a high income to build wealth. You need a fixed monthly amount and the discipline to never stop. Start today, stay consistent, and let compound growth do the heavy lifting for the next 30 years.